How does it look? This is the Panasonic VX, I think it's HC-VX870 or something. You saw, because I did an unboxing at the very beginning of the video. So the reason that I got this, I'll have to explain later because I've got to run in to my gallery job. So I just had left the office and I'm about to run in here. So I got 2 minutes though. So I'll explain all that later. I'm honestly just testing the sound. I've just been testing how it looks for the whole day. Basically, I've been recording various clips. So I'll be just playing that on the screen. I think, I have a few thoughts about it, so I can talk about that later. But overall, I think it will work for what I need it for and the reason why I got it. But obviously my Sony is like the peak image quality because the Sony also is a new camera. This camera is from 2015. I looked it up. I got it from eBay, but I got it from the Adorama eBay account actually, so I felt like I could really trust it because I was trying to look for a camcorder and obviously secondhand. I wanted an older camcorder, but I still wanted it to be pretty good quality. I didn't want it to be just horrendous. Like I wasn't buying this just for a vintage look. So I wanted the image quality to be pretty good and I also want the audio to be pretty good, but I don't think it's gonna be perfect. Like I'm not looking for perfection with this camera, but I got it for the trip we're going on. Again, I can talk about that later because I'm about to go inside literally right now. But yeah, what I'm saying is I'm gonna go inside, but this is the audio test and then I might start like watching the videos just to see. But yeah, honestly, it's pretty good. But it is a 4K camera, but it's from 2015 and it's used. But yeah, this is what I got and I'll talk to you about it in a little bit. But there you go. I am wearing a different foundation today than I usually do, but it's like the Dior Backstage foundation, but it's really thick. So I mixed it with my moisturizer because but it was still so thick putting it on. So it's kind of got a sheer coverage, but it's really, really thick. And the reason I was using that is because I got the new MAC, what's it called? The MAC foundation, but the powder, I can't remember what it's called. I talked about it in my Get Ready With Me video that I recently did because I just got contacts with the whole thing. That should be uploaded before this. But that foundation, I bought the new one and I know that they reformulated it or whatever, but I hate it. I don't like this formula. Also, the shade that I bought is a little bit too dark because they changed all the shades. And I thought this would be a match. On the website, it said it would be an exact match or something, but it's a little bit too dark. I don't know what happened. Anyway, so until I tan a bit more, I'm not gonna use that as my full foundation because it's just a little bit too dark. But besides that, I also just don't like how it blends. It's because they took talc out. Talc, I guess, is a thing that all these brands are trying to get out of their products. The talc, I think, from what I hear, is not actually a problem, but because it's associated with a risk of being contaminated, they want to take it out completely. But I'm like, if it's fine as long as it's not contaminated, then just make sure it's not contaminated. Why take it out completely? Because talc is what makes the blurring effect in products, where you put it on and it's like you're photoshopped or whatever. So talc is in the original MAC Studio Fix, that's what it is, Studio Fix foundation. The original formula has talc in it, and the new one, they took the talc out. So you put it on and it's like, I can see the texture on even my forehead, which isn't super textured, but it doesn't have the same blurring effect. So I'm like, this sucks. And I already knew that this was what people were talking about. So maybe they'll change it back, but I bought that because I'm about to run out of my regular Studio Fix, the original. So that sucks. But anyway, so I'm wearing this Dior one, which is a cream foundation, but I don't know how great it is, so I might go looking for a new powder foundation at Sephora, something different, since the MAC one is a disappointment, but I might not do that. Either way, I'm going to go inside and decide what to do, and then we can go from there. The few items that I got on Saturday, I think, no, it was Friday. Reset, hold on. You guys know that I went to J.Crew, so I returned one sweater and then I ended up buying another sweater. And I know that it's August. No, it's not August. Jesus, it's July. I mean, I don't know what time? I can't speak. I don't know what day it is for you when you're watching this. It's July 28th right now, but in my head, it's already August. So obviously sweaters are not for the season. They're not appropriate for this season, but it's, you know, a good investment. And the reason that I got one was because it was 40% off, which is crazy for cashmere. This is a cashmere sweater. I'll show it to you. And this, the price of this one, which I know it's just a bag that you're looking at, but the price of this one was actually cheaper. I almost said cheaper. This was cheaper than the sweater that I returned. So, you know, I mean, it's always better to have money and not buy extra stuff, but you know, I don't have a gray sweater, so not one like this. I don't have a gray cashmere sweater, so this is what I got. For 40% off, guys, I know J.Crew's cashmere isn't like the best cashmere in the world, but for the price that I got it, I mean, I feel like I'll really get a lot of wear out of it and I enjoy it. So this is one of the cropped cashmere crew necks that they have, and I have a lot of these. I really like how it fits around my waist and then like just shapes my body in a certain way. So, and like I said, I don't have a gray cashmere sweater, and gray usually I don't think works for me super well because I feel like I'm a neutral color tone person, like, or I mean like I don't feel like I'm super warm toned or super cool toned. I feel like I'm very neutral, and it depends on the lighting, and I can't figure out my color season. And a lot of times I think gray just does nothing for me, and it really does nothing for me. Also, this camera, you know, things won't be completely accurate with this. We're still in the camcorder, but I think that it is flattering enough. Like, I think it works enough, and I like it. And gray sweaters are just really classic. So I did end up getting this. I had no intention of buying anything in J.Crew because I was really trying to just go in and return something, but they got me with the sale. They got me, okay? Look at what I just found on this. Oh my God. They didn't take the thing off. Wow. The guy who's checking me out, he was new. I could tell because he kind of was hesitating with everything he did. He forgot to take this off. I gotta go back to the J.Crew. I love this sweater though, but like all that said, I do like the sweater, but that's unfortunate. Oh my Lord. Okay, anyway, so Sephora. All right, and then I'm going to do a little bit of a get ready with me, the rest of it, with some of the things that I got, because right now I just have, you know, all my skincare products, and then I put on my concealer, and then I put on my brown eyeshadow because I bought a new eyeliner and I want to try it. So, and I guess we'll try it with this camcorder. Are we enjoying the camcorder? Do you like it? I'm not sure. Okay, first, let me just show you the boring stuff. The things that I always get from Sephora, the ordinary serums, the niacinamide. I use niacinamide 10% and zinc 1%, and that's just for my face, that serum. And then I use this on the rest of my body, like my shoulders and arms, chest, back. This is the niacinamide 5% face and body emulsion, and I got 2 of these just because I go through this quickly because obviously I put it like basically on my whole entire body. And I don't know if you guys know, if you watch my videos, that I have dermatillomania or whatever, like a skin picking OCD disorder. So this is vital for me. Skincare over like my whole body wherever I pick. So anyway, this is what it looks like. And I just go through it fast. It has a pump, which I love. So I just like every night, even if I don't pick, I pretty much use this because it just feels like a good process for my skin. So every night I'll be like, I go like kind of crazy with it. I'll do like, pew, 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 and then like put it on and pew, pew, another thing. Like it's really crazy, but it makes me feel better about, you know, my skin. Well, then there's one more thing that, this isn't boring though, but this is just a refill because I use this as my lotion during the daytime, like in the morning. So that's what I have on right now, as well as sunscreen, and I have my concealer a little bit. But anyway, this is Caudalie Resveratrol Lift Cashmere. It's the firming cashmere cream, and this is just the refill because once you buy the main one, you can just buy refills every time you run out, and you put this little carton in. So this is the refill. And then I guess I should show you the actual thing. One sec. Okay. This is the actual container. And as you can see, this pink thing inside is, see how I'm about to run out? That pink thing is that. And so you just buy the refill, you peel that off like yogurt, and then you have to pull that out somehow, which is kind of hard to take out, but I always am able to do it, so it's no issue. And you take that part out, and then you pop this new one in, and it becomes refilled, basically. That's the other thing that I got that was just a refill, restock, replacement, whatever you want to call it, of my usual products. The next things are new things to try. For one, I got a new face wash to try because the ones that I've been using I don't love. So I wanted to try this. I'm just always looking for a new face wash that is gonna really excite me or make me feel like I enjoy the process of using it. Most face washes I'm always like, is it working? Like, is it? I don't really know. Okay, so this is Shani Darden. There's the name. Cleansing serum, gentle cleanse, purifies, soothe. Just called the cleansing serum. So I don't know what that means, if it's a serum, like, but I still have my other face washes that if this turns out to be weird and not a proper face wash. Why do I do these things? I'm like in the store and I'm like buying stuff and then I'm not thinking it through completely. Like, why didn't I think? I think I just got excited by the look of it and I wanted to try it. I'm trying to open it. The other thing I did while I was there was I was looking for, oh shit, I can't return it. If anything happens, I can't return this. I don't know, can you return something when the box is messed up? I was looking for a new perfume to be my summer scent because I feel like all of my perfumes are very like fall and winter sweet. Not all very sweet. I don't love super duper sweet like gourmands, but I do like a bit of vanilla. I like a little bit of like a musky. Musty. I was trying to say musky. Wait. I was trying to say musky, not musty. Is it musty like moldy? Wait, must? Is that a word? I meant musky, like a musk, like sweet, like smoky sweet. But that's all like fall stuff. Okay, wait, is musty a word? No. Right? No, yeah. Musty generally describes a stale, moldy, or damp smell, often associated with old or poorly ventilated spaces. So I don't want musty scents. I don't want to smell musty. I meant musky. Anyway, but I am gonna make the, what is it, the Nosferatu scent my summer scent, ironically, which has a bit of a mustiness to it. I guess it's not bad to be musty as long as it's nice. I'll talk about that maybe another time. But anyway, I did spend so much time in Sephora looking for a perfume and I was testing them all, and the J. Crew bag literally smells like it's coated. It smells like Sephora. Like, some, you know how Sephora smells like so perfumey? It's because of that, because I was one of those people in there spraying perfumes on all these little sample things. And I couldn't find one that I really liked, like nothing that really spoke to me. But for some reason there was one that I was like, okay, I'll get this, because I spent so much time standing there trying to find something. And I chose one, but I got it not in the full size. I got like the travel size, but they don't have the prices of them like listed. So I bought it blind, and I thought that it was good. I thought I liked it when I sampled it, but then I left and I was like, it's still not quite right. It's not quite what I'm looking for. And then I got home and I looked at the receipt. It was like $50 for the travel size. $50. And then I was like, I'm returning this immediately. I was like, this is not good enough for me to be spending $50 on a travel size. So I returned that. So it was a, what was it? Let me think of it. If I can remember the brand. What was it? It was, Killian Apple something. It was like one of their alcohol scents. They made like, or at least two that were like supposed to be like mixed, some kind of like a bourbon-y thing. And it was good, but it was not something that it wasn't the one for me. And I thought that it was, and then it wasn't. And then I was like, I saw the price and I was like, So I returned that. And then I came home and I realized like, wait, I mean, obviously I have my samples from Dead Cool still, but none of them, unfortunately with the Dead Cool ones, they haven't seemed to have very much longevity, like when I put them on, because I will test them. Because do you remember when I did the Dead Cool sample set testing thing? They don't seem to last, and none of them, like once I put them on my body, they did smell different than when I was testing them on the paper. Like they're just slightly like not the same, and so I don't really know how I feel about those now. But also I have the Nosferatu scent. Let me see. I have this sample of Nosferatu by Heretic. And I think I talked about this in the Dead Cool perfume testing video. I got this when it was December when the Nosferatu movie came out, which I saw, and it wasn't like amazing, but I did enjoy it. I'd like to watch it again though, because I do think about it quite a bit, but so I'd like to rewatch it. Anyway, so that was the chair. I have this and I still have a lot in it. Like you can't see it because of the paper here, but it's kind of at that level. So I haven't used this a ton, but I always have it on my desk because I wanted to reorder it in the full size because I do really like this. And the reason I was talking about it because with the musty thing is because the way that they designed this, the intention and the way it's described, I'm pretty sure, is to be like a dank castle with moss everywhere. But it's also floral because it's supposed to evoke that feeling of Nosferatu and being at the castle and something spooky. And when everyone was reviewing it on TikTok, a lot of people were like, this is so like dark. I feel haunted, but they liked it. But I don't feel haunted by it. When I smell it, it doesn't feel scary or spooky. There is a very good, like, it does smell like fall. It smells like Halloween. It smells like, but like not in the pumpkin spice way. It smells like the breeze in the air that you get in autumn. Like that's what it like smells like, I guess. But it is very floral, but not in an obviously floral way. Like I don't think that I would smell it if I didn't know the description of it. I don't think I would say, oh, it's like floral. Maybe it's like a fresh floral. I'm actually gonna spray it now because I'm gonna wear this. But I've decided that, at least as of right now, because I have one more sample set from, I got the, what is it? Oh, I actually don't know the name of the brand off the top of my head because it was one that I saw somebody recommend on YouTube. But so I'll tell you though when I get it. But I bought another sample set to try, which should be coming in the next few days, but it's from a different brand. It's not Dead Cool, of course. So we'll see, but I think that I like, it also smells like herby, like plants a little bit, but like herbs. I like the Nosferatu scent. I'm gonna put this on. So I decided, and it does kind of feel, because it's fresh, it smells fresh, I think that it can work for summer. So I just ordered the full size of this, which is unfortunately not very big, but I wonder if Heretic is gonna make that a permanent scent on their website because they still have it after all these months, and it's listed as limited edition, but it's still there. So I don't know. They should just keep it because I really like it. So, and they should make it in a bigger size because I think the large size is only 30 milliliter, which is what I bought, which maybe that's bigger than I expect, but like in my head. But I mean, even this is the travel size that I got from Scentbird, I think, or something like that. Like this is a really nice sample. Actually, this is just a sample. This isn't even a travel size, but it's a really, really good size sample. Okay, anyway, that was my story about the perfume. Then we got the things that I want to try here. These are both Dior. I really like Dior makeup products. I really do. Everything that I've gotten, I really enjoy. So this is the Dior Forever Natural Velvet Foundation Compact. You guys remember I was talking about how I was disappointed by MAC's new foundation, the new formula. Oh, it's literally right here. I brought it in here so you guys could see. This is Studio Fix. This is the new one, the new container. And I don't hate the new design of the container. I prefer the old one, of course, though, because the nostalgia of the old one and why they have to change the new thing. I get it. They're repackaging because of a new formula, so that you gotta have something different. But I don't love this, but it's okay. It still opens the same, has the mirror inside, and there is the stuff, and then the little pad inside is black this time. The old one had like a white cream one, and also it's shaped funny, so I don't know if that's on purpose or what. I don't really know what the deal is, but I don't ever use that anyway. I just use like a foundation brush. But yeah, so this is it. And the thing is, and I'll show it to you right now. And also, I think I need to get a bit of a darker concealer. I can see that it's very light because I've been doing some tanning. So the concealer, you can see how like light that is there and everything. Anyway, so I wonder if you'll be able to see how the texture is of this. Like the magic of the original Studio Fix was that it was so blurring because of the talc. And this new one, it's also hard for me. Oh, I could just use this. Duh. Could use the mirror on the compact. But this new formula, just, I can see the texture more. It's like more, I don't know. It's just not blurring. Like the foundation's there and there's like no blurring effect that I can tell at least. And like I have pretty smooth skin. I don't have a lot of texture. It's just that everybody's skin, unless you're like a teenager or a child or like a preteen, unless you're of that age, your skin is gonna have pores and all this stuff. So I cannot imagine for people who have more texture than me, I don't think that this foundation will work for them. It's a huge disappointment. And the original Studio Fix was like magic. Like it would just blur. But this, like, I don't know if you'll be able to tell on the camcorder because, yeah, you probably can't because the quality's not going to be, or the image quality is not going to be as clear, but I wanted to just do this whole vlog on the camcorder. Anyway, I just wanted to show you this, but I'm not doing my full face with this because I want to try this. Now, I hope that this color is not too pale now that I was doing some tanning, but this is so beautiful. I love this little package, and it's not that much more expensive than the MAC. Like the MAC stuff is like $40 for this, but it lasts a long time. But anyway, and this, I think you can do refills of this as well because this is just this is the case, and isn't that beautiful? Like the Dior. And then it has that, and you open it by pressing that in and then lifting it, and this is how it looks. A beautiful large mirror. There you can see the camcorder, and it comes with a little like foam puff similar to the MAC, but that goes in there. This is like very vintage looking. Like the design is very old school makeup, which I really like. So yeah, I don't know if I'll use that, but I think if I'm ever out and about, like maybe if this works out for me, I might get a second one and I can have one in my bag and one at home. But I think that you can, and this is like the plastic cover, I think that you can pop out the, if you can see that, I don't want to do it now, but I think that this piece comes out and you can just repurchase the little palettes of the foundation and pop it back in so you can keep the same compact, so it's not wasteful in that way, because this is a big plastic item, of course. So then at least for sustainability, you're keeping that and just refilling when you run out of the foundation. But so this looks very light. It actually looks like a no, it looks like not. It looks lighter than me, but I tested it in the store and it turns darker once you put it on, but I don't know if you'll be able to tell. Let me do this. Yeah, see, it already looks darker when it's on my skin. I don't know if this is gonna have the blurring effect like that I'm looking for, but I think it looks quite good actually. You can smell, so Dior has a certain perfume scent. I don't know if I like that everything is scented, and it's pretty heavily scented. So that's something I've forgotten I need to think about. The MAC also is scented, but like with a vanilla, a slight vanilla. I don't know if this, also all I'm smelling is Nosferatu, but this does have a scent and I can smell it. I don't know how I like this. I think it's kind of got a nice shine to it. Like it doesn't, I don't know if you guys can see it in the video at all. My concealer, I accidentally made it kind of patchy on my chin, so that's not good. Uh-oh. See if I can fix that. Anyway, this is going on pretty easily and not looking too like patchy. I think that it has a decent coverage, but it's not looking super thick. So we'll have to see. I'll have to do a wear test today, of course. I like it right now. It looks pretty good to me. And whoops. And I think it is a pretty good color match actually for my currently tan skin, which is not tan, but it is more tan than I've been. I am usually so pale that I've really been trying to tan so that I won't be so, like, honestly, insufferably pale. Like, I don't know, like some people, like, I think it's if you have really clear skin, being pale can look really ethereal and pretty. But like, I don't have flawless skin because I pick my skin, so I have all these scars all the time, so it just does not look good when I'm just pale with scars. So I'm trying to tan. Like you can see right here the scarring and the spots, and that's still, I think, better than, because that's with the tan, of course, and it looks more noticeable in the camera. Like it looks actually really bad in the camera. I don't think that it looks like that in real life. That looks really bad. Don't look at that. That looks really bad. I don't think that it looks like that in real life. In real life, it doesn't look like that. Like I can see some of the scarring, but it's mostly like dark scarring, but not that spotty. Like it looks really bad in the camera. Oh my God, guys, please don't look at that. Okay, anyway, this makeup looks good. I think that this Dior makeup is really good, at least right now. We'll see how it wears in. I mean, I think there's a blurring effect. I don't think it's like as blurring as the MAC, the original, but I don't know. It kind of looks blurring to me. It looks better than the new MAC Studio Fix, that's for sure. Anyway, okay, so that's that. I'm gonna fix the concealer on my chin real quick, and then we'll do, what's the next thing we wanna do? Next thing will be this eyeliner from Dior, but let me go fix this and I'll be back. Okay, so this I'm very, very excited about. I didn't even know the Dior had, oops, there goes the sharpener. I didn't even know that Dior had an eyeliner like this. I've been using the Pat McGrath eyeliner, which I do really like, but I'm curious about this one because the Pat McGrath one, first of all, I have it in the brown, but it still looks so dark on me that it looks black. And a lot of people are always like, your eyeliner is too intense or whatever. And I'm trying to own it and be like, I don't care, because that is my choice and my style and the way that I've done my makeup for a long time. And I just think that what TikTok, for some reason, is doing, it seems, is like, everybody's trying to tell each other how to be like a certain way to fit in or to actually be stylish, and they're not thinking about like, well, maybe this person just wants to do their own thing. Like, I don't know, it's just a weird thing. So it's making me feel more self-conscious than I ever did before I was on TikTok. It's a weird thing how that happens. You always think that'll never be me. Like I won't second guess my choices and my look and everything until you have that audience, and then it's like it's happening to me as well. It's kind of crazy. But anyway, I'm curious about this because this is brown. So Dior has a brown, black. They also have like a white and a blue, I think, or something. I might be incorrect about that. But I wanted to try this to see if it looks more brown than black, and also to see how it smudges, because the Pat McGrath one wears in a certain way that I don't know if I love for me. So, and I don't put any like setting stuff on my eyes before I do my eye makeup, which maybe I should, but I wanted to try this to see if it lasts a bit longer and doesn't smudge in the same way as the Pat McGrath, and maybe it's something more wearable that can look intentional throughout the day. But anyway, this is it. So you can see the brown. It's still super dark, so it probably will still look black on me, but there's that end which has, and it's sharp, it's like a pencil, so you can sharpen it, and it comes with the sharpener, of course, which says Dior. So there's that. So there's the pencil end, and then also what is really cool is there's a smudger on the other end. Isn't that cool? So if you want to make a smudgy, like shadowy, messy eyeliner, you can smudge it with that, which is so crazy cool. I did not know this existed, and I'm so excited. I don't think I'm gonna smudge it today because I don't want to do that. I want to go to the office for a little bit and not have smudgy eye makeup. But I'm gonna try this. You know, I need a mirror, I think. I'm gonna get the Dior thing. Hold on. It's too hard to do this in the viewfinder. The thing is, I can't, I need 2 hands to do this. This is gonna be, okay, well, I'll do a little bit and then I'll go in the bathroom and do the rest. But we can just see, you don't have to see me do eyeliner, do you? I don't think I need to do a full, exact, detailed tutorial about how I do my eyeliner. It's mostly gonna come down to how it wears in though throughout the day. So right now, I think it'll look pretty comparable to the Pat McGrath. It already does. It looks like the same kind of dark brown. Oops, I messed up. And lately I've been doing a little wing on the end as well. But I like to like pull, that's fine, yeah. Because I usually use my other hand to pull. Uh-oh, see, no, I messed that up. Hold on. Ooh, but I could probably use a smudging tool for the wing. Oh, you guys can't even see because I'm doing it on the other side. Sorry. I did my wing, but I kind of did too much and it kind of messed up. But anyway, and then I do sort of my waterline. This is too hard to do with one hand, but I kind of do the waterline. I wonder, can I do, no, that's too hard. I can't do it that way. Like, I don't go full on the waterline, only slightly. Like, it's basically the waterline, but it's not completely covering the waterline. Okay, so the color looks pretty much the same as the Pat McGrath, but we'll see how this wears in over time. I'm trying to smudge this now. I think I messed up the wing, so I'm gonna have to go in the bathroom and fix this and like do it better. Yeah, so that's not great. Let me go to the bathroom and I'll finish it, and then I'm gonna finish this vlog. I just wanted to test these products and show you the haul, but honestly, I'm late to go into the office, so I wanna just get this done. I'm gonna do the eyeliner and then also do my mascara. So I'll be right back. Okay, here's the finished look. My bangs are wet because they need to, car driving by, need to dry and set. I love the Dior foundation. I think it looks so good. I was looking at, I had to put my blush on and everything. I was looking in the mirror, and I don't know if you can tell, I think you can see on the camera how glowy it looks with being a powder foundation. And yes, it probably is also the skincare that I had underneath, because remember, I wear the Caudalie, I never know how to say that, the Caudalie lotion or like cream, the cashmere cream, but I also mix the cashmere cream with my Caudalie SPF, like 50 SPF sunscreen. And I know you're not supposed to mix sunscreen with other products and then put it on because it dilutes the sunscreen. I know, but I would rather dilute the sunscreen and at least hopefully get a little bit of effective SPF than wear nothing at all. And honestly, sunscreen on its own, pretty much all of them that I've tried are like, they're thick. Even though the Caudalie one is lovely, like it's not thick, it's very watery, but I mean, like once you put it on your skin, I can just feel like once I start rubbing it in, it also tends to leave more of a white cast, and it just ends up like trying to take it off later. Like I would just rather dilute it a little bit. I know that's not good, but it just makes it for a better wearing experience for me personally. And also it tends to pill. Like if I do too many layers of like things on top of each other after they dry, it's like everything starts to pill. So I really have to be careful about the timing of how I put everything on, which is just the way that I do it. But it's hard to like, unless you had like a personal makeup artist or skincare expert always telling you how to do things, it's very hard to figure out the right formula for yourself. So what I do is probably not highly recommended, but that's what I do. So I do niacinamide in the morning and let that dry because that doesn't pill or anything. That's perfectly fine, like soaks in the skin. So I do the niacinamide, then I do like almost a 50-50 mixture of, or I'll do a little bit more SPF and less of the lotion, but either way I mix them. Just like mix them on my hand, put some of the SPF and the lotion, but it's not like lotion, it's just like a cream. It's like a more watery cream as well, or like oily cream. I don't know if it's oily or watery. I don't know how I would describe it, but a watery texture. So the two mix really well. The cream, cashmere cream, and the SPF like blend really well, and then I just put it on. and then I do my concealer a little bit on spots, and then I'll do the foundation. But the way that it's glowing on me, and it has really good coverage also, like it just looks like, I don't know if it's as blurring as the MAC Studio Fix, the older one, but I know that this Dior foundation looks so much better than the new MAC Studio Fix. So I'm going to be going with the Dior personally. And the reason that I went with powder in the end, even though I was considering, because I think I talked to you about how I wanted to find a new foundation because I didn't like the Studio Fix anymore. But then I said, I have enough like stuff. I don't need to get, but I have other liquid foundations, like maybe one or two, but I don't have another powder foundation besides the MAC Studio Fix. And maybe in the winter, liquid foundation would be good, but I've never been able to really master that or incorporate that into my makeup routine. I think I prefer powder foundation because I put on all this other skincare products before I put on the foundation, that to put on another layer of liquid on my face, or liquid or cream or whatever, I'm just a little bit like, it's too much. Like I would want to have as little makeup on my face as possible, but I do like to wear it because it makes me feel like I'm put together. But putting on powder foundation, just like tapping it on a light coat of powder foundation on top of all my skincare products, I think I prefer that, because then I've got a few layers of skincare, like liquid stuff and creams, and then I just put on a bit of powder on top. It just sets it all in, and it's not another crazy layer. I'm nervous about trying to blend, like put on a whole coat of a liquid or cream foundation on top of everything. So this I love. I think it looks so good. I didn't put on any setting powder. Sometimes I do when I look a little shiny. I like to put on the NARS setting powder, and I need to replenish that. I'm running out. But anyway, I did a little bit on my chin because my chin was looking shiny. It's still a little bit, but I think I like how this looks. Like, it doesn't look greasy. It looks like I'm like made of glass. Like, how is that doing that from powder foundation? And the MAC foundation doesn't do that, even the old one, when I put it on top of my skincare. So it must be a bit of a shine in the Dior foundation. Like, I love it. And nobody's talking about it because people are all into liquid foundations. I like powder. It doesn't have to be cakey. The powder, if it's done right, will not be cakey, I think. But we'll see how this wears in over throughout the day, because you never know, it could start to become separated or whatever, especially around my chin. Not my chin. This is not my chin. My upper lip and underneath my nose can sometimes start to like separate through the day. So let's see what happens with this. But I think it looks so good. And I put on my blush, like I said, and the eyes look good. I don't know if I'll like this more than the Pat McGrath. I do like the Pat McGrath eyeliner a lot. So this is going to depend on if it doesn't smudge as badly as the Pat McGrath. But the Pat McGrath, like, that's its own effect. If you want the smudginess, that's got its own vibe. So it's not necessarily wrong. So I might go back to it if, you know, I tend to prefer it. I don't know. But anyway, that's it. The outfit I can kind of show you, but it's going to be hard to see my full body. I've got this shirt from Banana Republic that's like a cropped shirt, and I got just a tank top underneath. The tank top is from J. Crew. My belt is my Kate Benny belt with the studs. The jeans are J. Crew bootcut jeans, and then the boots are from Tory Burch. These are the banana heels. They're just like leather and then like kind of a Chelsea style heel. The jacket that I will wear if I get cold is just my brown leather jacket that you guys know already. And then the bag, even though it's empty because I need to put all my stuff in it, I'm gonna use my Chloe Paddington. I've been using my Gucci bag though a lot, which I talked about on TikTok, but I didn't talk about on YouTube, but I'm gonna use it for the trip coming up. So you will see it, but I'm obsessed with it. I got it from the real secondhand. So when I say Gucci, don't think, oh my gosh, you got a Gucci bag like that way. Like, no, it's secondhand. It was not full price of a normal brand new Gucci bag. But anyway, this is it. I don't have time to like adjust the camera to do, let me see if you can see from here though. Like to do the full body, like to fit my full body in the frame. It's probably too dark over here, right? So you can't really see. But anyway, Okay, so yeah, that's everything. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think of the camcorder. I'm not gonna use this for like every video forever, honestly. I still prefer how the Sony looks. So I think when I'm at home at least and I'm doing talking videos or any kind of scenes where I'm just talking to the camera, I'll probably use the Sony just for the clarity of it and the colors. It's still a really good camera actually, considering this is a camcorder from 2015, which you would expect, sorry, I just need to sit. You would expect a camera from 2015 to still be good. Like 2015 is not like the 1920s, okay? It would still be a good camera, but I'm just saying that for what it is, with all the, I guess, stigma people would have against a camcorder, it's very good. But I still think a Sony will be my go-to, but this camera is specifically for the trip coming up, for like travel vlogs, for filming out and about. I think it's a lot easier, and this is so much easier to throw in my bag. It's so much lighter, because I forgot that I didn't tell you guys in this video I was gonna talk about it, but it's not that complicated. That's what it is. I bought this so I could take it on our trip. We're going to Spain, Portugal, and then my sister and I are going to Edinburgh for like 2 days. I wanted this to be the camera for that trip because the Sony, I just had to get it. The Sony, this one, is just really heavy and bulky, and I'm so scared because I spent $2,000 on this that I'm scared. Despite having insurance on it, I'm still nervous to bring it out there on this big trip, and I don't know how, like, logistically it would work to put this in my bag, like to have it out and about. I have a camera strap, but like it's legit heavy. Like to have this around my neck or anything, I just think it's gonna be really like cumbersome. And if we're running around trying to just sightsee or shop or anything, to lift this up and try to be filming people, like the camera, the photos are so good on this though. So that's why I'm still wondering if I should bring it for photos alone, but I cannot be carrying this and the camcorder and my phone and a bag and whatever else. I just think it'll be difficult because I'm going to be vlogging, I'm gonna be filming it, but to be filming with the camcorder, then try to pick this up to take a photo, I just don't know. So that's why I got the Canon little one, the Canon PowerShot. I took some photos on this. They look fantastic when it's flash. When you don't use flash, it's not that great. So I just think it makes sense. Like, it's not my own wedding, it's somebody else's wedding. I don't need to be so much of a perfectionist about like what camera I'm using or how am I taking the photos and how am I gonna get the best photos. I'm just also thinking in the back of my mind that like, I'm 27. This is kind of like now and the next few years are gonna be like the peak of my life in terms of my looks. Like, sorry to say it, but it's kind of true. I want the best photos of like these experiences in life. So, because these are the photos that you look back on and are like, wow, I looked so good. Like that was the life, we were living it, you know? I want to be able to look back and have some good photos. I don't want freaking iPhone photos of me and my family at these events, you know? The iPhone photos are just, I'm sorry, but they rarely look good. So I want some good photos. I think that this will work with flash. I think it makes the most sense not doing a film camera, because even though the film camera photos would be the best photos, that doesn't make sense financially to buy the film, to get it all processed or whatever. It just does not make sense, especially for somebody else's wedding, like somebody else's experience. Like it's their big moment. It's just our family is going along and I'm going to be taking photos of like me and my family and all of that stuff. So it doesn't make sense to do a film camera. It just makes sense for this. I can take as many photos as I want, or if anybody wants a photo, I could snap a photo of them, get like thousands of photos with this and be able to send them to people really easily rather than doing film. So that just makes more sense for my own wedding and my own trips on my own. I can do a film camera someday. And then this, I'm still questioning if I should bring it just because I love the photos on this, but it's just so heavy. I just don't think it makes any sense. It can't easily go in a bag. So that's why I have the camcorder. The camcorder will be lightweight and great for video. And if I take this will be perfect for photo. Throwing this in my bag is like literally the easiest thing. This is so tiny. This isn't the bag that I'm taking, but you know, I'm just showing you an example. Like it's literally the easiest thing versus this takes up so much space in a bag. Like That is insane. I still love the camera, but I'm just saying, maybe it's not the best travel camera. Anyway, also the camcorder is so much better with like a zoom. I just love that smooth transition of zoom. I had that on my old camera for YouTube, my Olympus pen, which had its own flaws. I talked about it a lot in the video when I unboxed the Sony. The Olympus pen had a lot of flaws, but I liked the zoom. I liked how it was like kind of like a slow zoom. This does not have that. This you have to physically zoom with the, because I guess it's meant for photos, not video. So you have to like do it with this, and it just, I cannot make a smooth transitional zoom by doing that. It's just too, I don't know how to explain it, but so I think for video, I just have not been enjoying this for vlogging out and about. I like it for having it on the tripod and filming that way. I love it. The steady, just stationary camera, it's beautiful for video. But I think this camcorder will be better for a trip, like when you want to zoom into the architecture of a cathedral or something. Like, this is going to be better. The camcorder, even though the quality might not be as gorgeous as the Sony, it's going to be a better viewing experience to be able to like, for me to show like zooming into something or zooming into the sun setting on a river. Like, that is just better. Anyway, so that's why I got the camcorder. I just think it will be a better experience, and it'll be easier, and it's gonna be great. So let me know what you think. I hope the audio was good. I didn't listen yet, so I did this whole vlog like not knowing if the audio sounds good, but hopefully it's okay. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. The only other thing with this camera is it's not good in low light. I forgot to say that. It's not good in low light, but oh well, you know, it is what it is. There is a flash on it that I can turn on, but it also would look weird. But anyway, it's gonna be fine. So that's it. And I will just see you in the next video, which will probably be going on the trip, because what else? I don't have time to film or edit anything else before we go. But you will see the travel vlogs will be uploaded like after the trip. I'm not gonna be, so whenever you see those videos, I'm already back, okay? I'm not still over there probably. So anyway, I will see you later. I'm very blue because the light changed, but that's okay. Okay, I will see you. Bye. Okay, I just wanted to, oops, let me make sure the microphone isn't covered. Well, now the lighting changed, but I just wanted to show you, okay, here we go. It's coming back. I was really blue for a minute. I wanted to show you the eyeliner after all day of wearing it. And it's also so hot outside that like you can see how the Dior has looked. Like, doesn't it look so good? Like, even like in every mirror, right? So it's not just like, because this camera is not going to be as super duper clear as like maybe a super 4K, because this is a 4K camera, but it's not filming in 4K right now, I don't think, because you have to make it do that. Anyway, doesn't it look so good? Like, for the heat outside, it's like 100 degrees outside. Okay. And I mean literally, I don't mean like it just is like 100. It is 100 degrees outside, 100 something. So, and it feels that way too, but I'm not a huge sweater. Like, I don't sweat a ton. I am kind of sweating, but my face, like my lips are probably the part of my face that sweat the most. So, and no matter what, my foundation kind of separates, like I was talking about earlier, on my lip. So you can probably see it on my chin. I just messed up my concealer in the morning, if you remember, so that's not really normal, but there is some separation on my lip, but that's like so normal. That's why I might get another one of the Dior things just to keep in my bag, so then I can touch stuff up. But either way, it has done better than the MAC, even the old MAC foundation, the Studio Fix. I always take a minute to remember what it is, but it has separated less than the Studio Fix. So I do love the OG MAC Studio Fix foundation. I do, and I have like a personal connection to it, but I won't go into it now. But I love that foundation, but I'm not gonna lie, the Dior is like blowing me away. It looks so good. I mean, maybe people will think I look sweaty, but I just think it's a nice dewy look. It looks fresh. So that wore in really, really well, like so well. I feel very, very satisfied with that. And then the eyeliner did really well as well, because it's a waterproof eyeliner, and I think that it's just stayed in place better than the, what's it called? Better than the Pat McGrath. I love Pat McGrath as like the artist that she is and her amazing skill in all of her products. I would like to try all of them, but I would love some of her eyeshadow palettes specifically, but I've only tried the eyeliner that I can think of off the top of my head. But I love it for what it is, but it does smudge, especially near, like, what is that part of the eye where tear duct, sort of like, but the ducts are like, they're multiple ducts anyway, so that's not anatomically correct specifically, but that area and my inner eye especially, the eyeliner would really start to wear out and smudge and look like I would say a cheetah, like, you know how cheetahs have that black line under their eyes, like mine would. So that was happening with the Pat McGrath, and that's a whole look on its own, and there's not really anything wrong with that, and I was fine with that, and I was gonna own it, but I was curious about other eyeliners, and this has not done it. So, and it's a little bit messy on the top, guys, like I'm not perfect, and it is a stick, like a pencil eyeliner, so it's not the same as like a liquid eyeliner. You could really make a perfect line, but I don't want a perfect line. I like a little bit of a natural smudge because the body doesn't have perfect straight lines anyway, does it? So I'm fine with a bit of a messiness, but everything has stayed really well. Like, it looks really good. Basically no extra smudging beyond, I think, how it started this morning. So yeah, these products are a win. It's Dior, guys. Dior. I think Dior might be my favorite makeup brand right now. Like, it's kind of insane. I love Dior, and I love Dior concealer as well, but I don't use it now. Now I use the, what's it called? What's the French brand? I can't think of it. Hold on, let me grab it. What if I think about it before I pick it up? What is this? Merit. No, well, I do use the Merit, but this is the blush, sorry. I do use the Merit concealer though. This is what I use these days just because I like it, but I do really like the Dior Backstage concealer. I just haven't been reaching for it lately. What else? Do I have anything else Dior? I don't think so. Oops, sorry, that was in Crazy Shadow. So yeah, Dior I think might be my favorite right now. Dior and Merit. I also really like Merit, but Dior, like, honestly, so far, the quality of these things is like unmatched. I am just blown away by how good it makes my skin look. So anyway, and I've heard rave reviews about the liquid foundation as well. I just, like I said, I prefer powder foundation, but I did hear good things about the liquid foundation from Dior. I heard that it also leaves a really nice shine. But yeah, so good. So I just wanted to tell you guys that to conclude the video, because I left you hanging and I didn't tell you how it all turned out, and actually I think it's so good. So anyway, I keep looking at myself in the screen, on the screen. Anyway, I will see you later. Okay.